Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blind Prime Channel Update. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and today we're going to talk about what's going on in the channel's future. So, a few updates on the channel as we begin. Update number one: I'm doing the voice recordings now for Cliffjumper Studios show Strife. So keep an eye out or an ear out for Cliffjumper Studios updates on that. I'm almost done with the recording. I've only got a few more lines left to record, and then I'm sending all of it over to him in small little chunks because Discord doesn't allow for more than 8 megabytes at a time. So it's kind of one of those, oh, I did a lot of work and now I have to send it to him piecemeal. So that's what I'm working on right now, is just piecemeal sending him all the stuff for that. Further update: the Haslab project for Hasbro did not succeed on its early bird specials. Sad face. Oh, shoot. And yeah, it's really sad for those guys who really wanted that Robbie Reyes figure and the civilian mode. I feel for them. Just personally speaking, this channel couldn't back it. That was just too rich for this channel's blood. We've never been able to actually back something that's that expensive. It's not going to happen on this channel until we get more subscribers. So yeah, I'd rather save the money and move forward to the next Haslab, which will be a Transformers Haslab, rumor has it. Now, we don't have any clues about what the Haslab will be, but I have a feeling that we're going to hear about it on September 30th, on the day that the Hasbro PulseCon will cover Transformers. So keep that date in mind, September 30th, and check out the PulseCon. I think Transformers is one of the first ones they're going to cover. So if Transformers fans, you don't even have to stay till the end. You can just get in and get out, and that's going to be good for you. And that's good for me. I think they're covering G.I. Joe on the same day as Transformers, so that's going to be nice. And maybe they'll update us on the His Tank and tell us when we can vote for the Tactician figure's colors. I still haven't gotten a single email about a vote for the Tactician colors. I assumed I would be getting email updates on the His Tank, but then again, Haslab hasn't really email updated me anything on the Victory Saber. I had to find out for myself that they actually did an unboxing at a convention. There was no update sent to me as a Haslab supporter, and honestly, that's getting a little annoying. As a person that's put down a lot of money for something, I expect periodic updates like, oh, hey, the project's moving along just fine. That's all I want. I just want to, hey, let us know that the project's on steady. I don't want to hear from the news that some stuff from Taiwan got destroyed, and those people won't be getting it. Or was it Thailand? Anyway, I heard that they're not getting their Victory Sabers because they were all water damaged, and I feel for them. But then again, it's also a plastic toy, so I'd say send them to them anyway. Let them have them. It's not collectible anymore, but they can at least transform them. I'd transform them. Also, on the updates of things, we're covering a few new figures. Though old transformations. So we're in the next few weeks. We're going to look at Road Hauler. We're going to look at this Knockback, which Knockback was a Transformer I meant to get Elita 1. That's why I covered the Netflix Elita 1 last week. The Elita 1 was supposed to be arriving in the mail. I got Knockback instead, which I'm okay with. I prefer the Knockback transformation over the Jazz transformation. Knockback seems to be a better figure than the Jazz, even though it's based on the same mold. It's kind of weird. I like the Jazz, but I do like the Knockback too. And they feel like different figures. So I'm going to cover the Knockback next week. And we're also on Monday or Tuesday going to be covering Darth Vader here. We got ourselves a Darth Vader. And I've got the Lego locker. Hi, Cream. Hi, what's up? You want to be part of the video? Do you want to say words to the people? You want to lick me in the face? You want to sniff Darth Vader? Darth Vader wants to sniff you. Yeah, I love you too, Cream. So the Darth Vader I'm doing here is a this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader that came out. I pre-ordered him a while ago, and Amazon's just gotten now to give him to me, which is funny because he showed up in stores ages ago, and it was just I didn't have him in my budget. I'd already paid for the Amazon one, so I was just waiting on it. It came in, yay! And we can talk about it on Monday or Tuesday, and that's going to allow me. What was that? What did you just? Did you just knock over my Lego pad? You know, you're a terrible tech support. You're just simply the worst. Yeah, yeah. You mischievous little bastard. All right. So we're going to cover the Darth Vader, and that's going to allow me to talk about something else that I want to talk to you guys about, which is scheduling. I do make an attempt to do a normal schedule through Monday through Friday. But you know, if I don't have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, then the schedule kind of gets dispersed. And you know, some weeks I take breaks, uh, so I don't do as many videos. But for the most part, if you see a 1/12 scale action figure or an action figure video of any sort on a Monday, that means that that Wednesday will be a Blindformers episode, and that means that Friday will be special stuff, whatever I can get a hold of. Like I could talk about the Lego Locker, which I really am going to talk to you about soon because the Lego Locker is almost done. And this is going to be for 1/12 scale action figures. I've been working on it for a little while. I've been tiling it up. I mean, it's tiled up by a blind guy, so Lord knows what the colors are. But the idea is to get the point across that it can be made, and I also wanted I'm going to bring up the idea to you, my viewers, a question of if I were to offer a model kit of the the Lego 1/12 scale locker right here, would you buy it from me? If I can get a hold of all the pieces and put them in a single box together, would you get it for me? You know, would you buy them from me? Is the question. Because I can do that, and I will. Because I do want to see more scaled things offered for 1/12 scale, and you know, people want things to store their accessories, like well, a locker, for instance, or a foot locker. Like I've made a foot locker as well, and just let me know if you guys want the directions for those, and we can start making little sets that don't have anything, probably 100 pieces or less, uh, to build your own 1/12 scale stuff. And we'll definitely talk about that more in the Lego videos that I do. Uh, on other notes, the so back to scheduling. If you guys see a 1/12 scale figure on Monday, then you know that Wednesday will be Blindformers and Friday will be something special. If you see the 1/12 scale figure on Tuesday, know that Thursday will be Blindformers, and there's probably nothing special happening that week. That's just an FYI, like to give you guys, my viewers, the idea of what happens on this channel. And I don't really have any schedules. I just do a lot of this stuff by the cuff of my sleeve, and a lot of ad libbing and thinking hard about what I'm going to say before hitting record, and then just going with it. Um, so I want you guys to know that the schedule does change, but I generally try to keep it to the same schedule. And of course, on Sundays, if I release a video, it's generally going to be just me talking to a camera. Um, that's all that will happen then. And Saturdays, if I release a video, they will be Lego based, or they will be Power Rangers based. And that's just the placeholder I have for that. Lego or Power Rangers definitely on Saturday. Friday, something special, Lego or Power Rangers. And then Sunday is devoted to the occasional time I make a video to talk to you guys. And that way, we have 7 days worth of video stuff that can happen. Whether all 7 days happen with videos or videos are periodically through the week, but I generally try my best to keep to that schedule. Sometimes I slip up. I'm only human. But for the most part, that's the schedule I keep to. And what else we got to talk about before I let you guys go? Oh, I wanted to bring up scaling again and ask you, my viewers, a question if you could help me. I'm currently trying to find more things that scale with chug scale transformers. I want to build a nice diorama, and I want to make sure I have all the correct scaling done. I do know that a lot of the Lego creator sets, the bigger city ones, do scale decently well with Transformers, but there's an issue with the actual Lego minifigures are just a smidge too big. They're just slightly too large. See if I got a good scale Transformer here. I talked about Alita 1 and how terrible her scale was. And let's see. Ah, shoot! I did not mean to do that. Darth Vader, no! Darth Vader fell. Vader fell. All right, set Vader over here. Vader, can you just chill there and not fall? Thank you. Okay, there's not that piece, and not that piece, not that piece, and not that piece. There was a little dude. I had a little dude set up just for this video, and little dude is gone. He's gone away. No, little dude. Shoot. I had him to talk to you. Oh, wait. Here he is. No, that's not the little dude at all. What do you belong to? Oh. You belong to like a minifigure who's missing a hand. Okay. Lego minifigure. Here we go. Lego minifigure. You're missing a hand. I found your hand. It's attached to a saw. I don't know how you lost your hand and the saw cut off your hand with the blade never touching it. That is unique right there. You have a unique story right there, Mr. Lego minifigure. Let's remove your accessories. Okay, let's put your saw and your thing away. Ah, I found the little dude. Okay, so I've got this Lego minifigure here. We're going to take off his helmet for now. All right, I'm going to set it with his other stuff. We've got a... here he is. Okay, so we've got Sunstreaker here. And Sunstreaker is a good example of scaling with Lego minifigures. See, this Lego minifigure looks really well scaled next to Sunstreaker. The Lego minifigure, by the way, is 6 studs tall. And the only issue is he's just slightly too tall. He's just a smidge too tall. See, if you were to make his legs go in, and I think it's just his core body is too tall. Like, I think if his legs were a little longer and his core body was a little shorter, a Lego minifigure would be perfect scale. Because he does fit perfectly when standing, but when he's sitting, his head is too tall. But I think if he were to be sitting and his legs actually went further and then down, and did normal leg things, he'd actually be the right height for this. But it is so close. So I would say that if you're looking for scaling at the Lego stuff, Lego minifigures are a smidge too tall, but they're near to perfect. I would suggest that the scaling for the Transformer stuff is 5 studs to 5.5 studs tall on the Lego scale. And I'm just going to put him down there because we're done with him, and we're going to move this Sunstreaker off to the side. And now I wanted to ask you guys a question. I have this weird little thing. I have no idea where it came from. He's just a little bitty dude. He stands, I'd say, like an inch in height, maybe. And he's rubberized. He's just on a little panel here. And I have no idea where he came from. I just found him in my stuff one day. And he scales quite well to this little bitty core ratchet, which I need to talk to you guys about. Anyway, he scales very nicely next to core class. So if you guys can know what in the world this thing is, then where it came from, I can figure out more about proper scaling for core class, because I'm OCD about the scaling, guys. I really, really want a diorama that's in the scale, that's in the proper scale. Those are just things that I like to have. And this week, I said that we'll be talking about either Knockback or Road Hauler. Those will be More Than Meets the Eye episodes, and because of that, I'm going to be skipping over Blindformers, because both of them I've covered their transformations before, and I'll just mention where to find the transformations. But I'll cover core class Ratchet here in his robot mode and his little vehicle mode in the on Wednesday or Thursday instead of Blindformers. And days I don't have a Blindformers, I'll always cover a core class, because I do have a few core classes and I do enjoy them because I like making little cities and stuff and they're fun. I can't help it. I'm a builder. I enjoy creating dioramas and stuff, creating little worlds. It's just something I've always enjoyed doing. I just never really had the money to do it, so I've tried to do it with things that I can afford. And yeah, um, just so you guys can have a comparison, in case you weren't aware, I've got a see the core class is like 1/32 scale, and the Hot Wheels cars are like this is actually a Matchbox. I could tell because the wheels aren't rubber. Um, the there's an ambulance here. Matchbox Hot Wheels scale is about 1/32. No, 1/64. So it's a nice little side by side comparison scale of a 1/32 next to a 1/64th, and you can see how this guy would be if he's half his size, would actually scale well next to this big ambulance, um, which is like a tiny version of this ambulance. Itty bitty ambulance. That's enough for talking for now, guys. Tune in this coming week. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm looking forward to talking to you about the Darth Vader. Darth Vader's a lot of fun. I've got some things to say about it, negative and positive. And then I'm going to talk to you about Knockback from the second Transformers Legacy wave. And also a possibility of next week talking to you about Wild Rider, because I think he's coming in the mail and I am excited for Wild Rider. That would make it 3 Stunticons down and 2 to go before I can make Menasor. And once I have all the Stunticons, I'll cover Menasor on this channel. I know you guys are biting at the bit, some of you, to figure out like how the transformations go and stuff, and I'm going to cover individual videos for that. I've learned a lot over combiners. I've covered the Combiner Wars Devastator, and I've covered the Studio Series Devastator, and and I'm just looking forward to covering another combiner. I think the combiners are a lot of fun, and I really hope that Transformer, the Hasbro gets around to making some 2-person combiners, because those are also fun. And final note, if any of you have or know where to find a Studio Series Overload for a decent price, please let me know. My Devastator, the Overload was outside of the Devastator. I had them all separated, and Cream knocked Overload off the shelf. Overload broke. I can't assemble Devastator anymore, and it makes me super sad. And I can't afford the $150+ for a new Overload. That makes me super sad as well. I'm like, son of a friend of mine offered to buy me a second Overload when the Overloads were available, but I was like, don't waste your money, man. I got an Overload. And then my cat killed it. And now I don't have an Overload, and I really wish I had a second Overload. So if any of you guys out there or gals wish to help me out there, point me in the right direction to find a used one. I just need one that isn't broken. I don't care about box or anything like that. It's going to be assembled into a Devastator. It's going to look nice on the shelf. So yeah, if any of you can help me with that, I would be much appreciated. And I think I'm going to let you guys go for now. Thank you for watching my channel, Blind_Prime. Thank you for watching this channel update. And before I go, big news. Blindformers episode 100 is coming. And I need to know you guys. I want to know if you guys can help me out with deciding what I should do the Blindformers episode on. Should I cover Generation 1 Megatron, or should I cover Armada Unicron? The Armada Unicron is something I've owned for a while, and the Generation 1 Megatron is something I've owned for a while. Both toys do not have all their parts, but the Unicron is much more assembled than the G1 Megatron. Somebody broke a piece off the G1 Megatron, but it still transforms and looks nice. So let me know. Thank you for watching. Tune in next Prime.